retired General Chiwenga, especially him as a person, they played a dirty political game on him. They made him to appear as if he endorsed Kudawashe Tagwirei technically. And I'm sure hearing this from individuals like us, he would be shocked that he was played dirty. Last night, Patrick Chinamasa, who is the Secretary for Legal Affairs within ZANU-PF, making a late night pronouncement and using his actually ex-Hengi, formerly Twitter, to explain that Kudawashe Tagwirei was co-opted in the just ended Politburo meeting, and revealed the details that meeting was actually chaired by retired General Chiwenga. But retired General Chiwenga did not endorse Kudawashe Tagwirei, and I'm sure where he is standing, this may be actually a provocation on his part. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us this morning, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You see, bring them as fresh and as accurate as it is. So, late night yesterday, the ZANU-PF Secretary for Legal Affairs, that is Patrick Chinamasa, made pronouncements that a meeting that was chaired by retired General Chiwenga co-opted Kudawashe Tagwirei. But this was actually a backdoor kind of co-option. They did not directly do it. And I think they caught retired General Chiwenga by surprise, because where he is standing, I am very, very pretty sure that he is not aware that Kudawashe Tagwirei was technically co-opted. Mnangagwa is using. Why am I saying he was technically co-opted? In the statement that he wrote yesterday, Patrick Chinamasa, of course, giving detailed historical account of the co-option of Kudawashe Tagwirei, mixing his co-option with other co-option of other comrades who were actually also recommended for Central Committee. What they said minutes were read, and then the part which deals with the recommended co-option of Kudawashe Tagwirei was not amended during the meeting that was chaired, and he specifically dragged the name of retired General Chiwenga in his statement by saying that the meeting was chaired by Chiwenga, the minutes were read. The only part of the minutes that were corrected did not include in the minutes the presentation that was made by the ZANU-PF Komezab, Mnyaradzi Machacha, detailing individuals who have been co-opted by various provinces to be part of the Politburo. And guess what? To justify this, Patrick Chinamasa went a step further, and what he said is that, historically, co-option has been done this way. It is provinces who co-opt Politburo members, and then it has never been the culture of ZANU-PF that co-opted Politburo members are actually a point of discussion. They are actually been verified by the Politburo as it was done to Kudawashe Tagwirei, indicating that this was a shock, that Kudawashe Tagwirei has been embarrassed through social media and so forth. And this is a new culture within ZANU-PF. Historically, it's provinces. In simple terms, in his statement, he said, it is only the prerogative of the provinces to actually co-opt. What the Politburo does is to actually listen to the names being read to them as it was done. And then he went on to say the next meeting of the Central Committee, it will see the name of Mnangagwa Tagwirei along others being presented by the National Commissar of ZANU-PF, and he said his name would be presented not for adoption, but he says it will be presented alongside with other names for noting. Noting, simply saying, just for the purposes of reading it out. The Central Committee does not have the prerogative to actually discuss the candidates that would be read to them. Equally so, the way he presented it, Patrick Chinamasa, he gave an impression that also the Politburo does not have actually a mandate to verify as we have been told. But remember, these are all ZANU-PF officials. Chris Mutswangwa is also a ZANU-PF official, but the narrative of Chris Mutswangwa is totally different with the narrative of Patrick Chinamasa. There is a clash of narratives, and I strongly believe retired General Chiwenga is being played here technically. How will he respond? I'm sure it's either he may decide to be confrontational as he did with Mnangagwa Tagwirei, removing him from the Central Committee of ZANU-PF, noting that he is not part of the Central Committee, of which Patrick Chinamasa is saying he is part of the Central Committee. Now the question on Patrick Chinamasa's narrative, if indeed the Politburo they are waiting for the Politburo to just note the name of Mnangagwa Tagwirei. Why is it that the previous Politburo, he was not given a chance to be noted as a member of the Central Committee? Rather, he was embarrassed, chucked out of the Politburo. So in this regard, it shows two factions with different interpretation as far as the status of Mnangagwa Tagwirei is concerned within ZANU-PF. It's a mind game that is being played by the Mnangagwa faction. It is not actually how the the Mnangagwa faction interpret, or the Chiwenga faction is not in line with the Mnangagwa faction in terms of the co-option of Mnangagwa Tagwirei. So two conflicting statements coming from two ZANU-PF officials, and I'm sure even retired General Chiwenga is going to fight against this. So we are beginning the month of October already with drama. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button or subscribe plus button so that you become part of our members. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's be